You are now in tune with the broadband boom.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Money talking over here. I don't understand the broke boy. We don't even speak the same language. We view life from a different angle. I put my flaws on Front Street, so they cannot put me on blast.
No.
Did a bid, came home, turned the trap into a podcast. The best damn podcast.
You already know what it is.
The best damn podcast.
This is what we do.
The best damn podcast.
Let's go.
The best damn podcast. We the greatest, we the greatest. Tell them haters they can hate us.
Yes.
Never switch up on your homies for the latest
We
sensation.
don't do that over here.
Keep calling us toxic, screaming out, change up the format. Now watch how they copy us. Numbers jumping through the super chat.
Next Gen
The
720.
best damn podcast.
J-Dub.
The best damn podcast.
Neff.
The best damn podcast.
And MM2K.
The best damn
Let's
podcast.
go. Yes, sir. You are now in tune with the broadband boom.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Money talking over here. I don't understand the broke boy. We don't even speak the same language. We view life from a different angle. I put my flaws on Front Street, so they cannot put me on blast.
No.
Did a bid, came home, turned the trap into a podcast. The best damn podcast.
You already know what it is.
The best damn podcast.
This is what we do.
The best damn podcast.
Let's go.
The best damn podcast. We the greatest, we the greatest. Tell them haters they can hate us.
Yes.
Never switch up on your homies for the latest
We don't
sensation.
do that over here.
Keep calling us toxic, screaming out, change up the format. Now watch how they copy us. Numbers jumping through the super chat.
Next Gen
The best
720.
damn podcast.
J-Dub.
The best damn podcast.
Neff.
The best damn podcast.
And MM2K.
The best damn
Let's
podcast.
go. Yes, sir. You are now in tune with the broadband boom.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Money talking over here. I don't understand the broke boy. We don't even speak the same language. We view life from a different angle. I put my flaws on Front Street, so they cannot put me on blast.
No.
Did a bid, came home, turned the trap into a podcast. The best damn podcast.
You already know what it is.
The best damn podcast.
This is what we do.
The best damn podcast.
Let's go.
The best damn podcast. We the greatest, we the greatest. Tell them haters they can hate us.
Yes.
Never switch up on your homies for the latest
We don't
sensation.
do that over here.
Keep calling us toxic, screaming out, change up the format. Now watch how they copy us. Numbers jumping through the super chat.
Next Gen
The best
720.
damn podcast.
J-Dub.
The best damn podcast.
Neff.
The best damn podcast.
And MM2K.
The best damn
Let's
podcast.
go. Yes, sir. You are now in tune with the broadband boom.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Money talking over here. I don't understand the broke boy. We don't even speak the same language. We view life from a different angle. I put my flaws on Front Street, so they cannot put me on blast.
No.
Did a bid, came home, turned the trap into a podcast. The best damn podcast.
You already know what it is.
The best damn podcast.
This is what we do.
The best damn podcast.
Let's go.
The best damn podcast. We the greatest, we the greatest. Tell them haters they can hate us.
Yes.
Never switch up on your homies for the latest
We don't
sensation.
do that over here.
Keep calling us toxic, screaming out, change up the format. Now watch how they copy us. Numbers jumping through the super chat.
Next Gen
The
720.
best damn podcast.
J-Dub.
The best damn podcast.
Ness,
The best damn podcast.
and MM2K.
The best damn
Let's
podcast.
go. Yes, sir. Ah. You are now in tune with the broadband bully.
Yeah,
Let's go.
money talking over here. I don't understand the broke boy. We don't even speak the same language. We view life from a different angle. I put my flaws on Front Street, so they cannot put me on blast.
No.
Did a bid, came home, turned the trap into a podcast. The best damn podcast.
You already know what it is.
The best damn podcast.
This is what we do.
The best damn podcast.
Let's go.
The best damn podcast. We the greatest, we the greatest. Tell them haters they can hate us.
Yes.
Never switch up on your homies for the latest
We don't
sensation.
do that over here.
Keep calling us toxic, screaming out, change up the format. Now watch how they copy us. Numbers jumping through the super chat.
Next year,
The best
720.
damn podcast.
J-Dub.
The best damn podcast.
Ness.
The best damn podcast.
And MM2K.
The best damn
Let's
podcast.
go.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you guys come in, hit the like button. You be so kind. Hit the like button, type your name. We're gonna shout you out. We're gonna say we got a hell of a show today, man. Man, oh my God is an awesome God. Amen. My God is an awesome God, a powerful God. Amen. Yeah. There you go. Shout out to everybody there, man. No, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till the social. Hit the like button. I promise you today, I'm gonna be in my bag because I feel some type of way. I got some death threats. Motherfuckers are threatening to render me unconscious again. Whole bunch of shit going on here, man. Whole lot of gang shit. I'm about to hop in here right quick though. Hello.
Yo.
Amen. My God is an awesome God. What's going on, brothers?
What's going on? What's good?
Things copacetic, man. Praise God.
Pastor Johnson in the house today.
Before we continue, I think there's a major echo.
Echo? Oh.
Yeah, go listen to your stream.
Let me make sure I'm not playing in the background. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Let me see.
Let us know in the chat. Do y'all hear echo in the chat?
Yeah, do you guys hear echo?
Let's fix it. No.
Nah.
Shit.
Nito's hearing double.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Hey, we got hey, let me go ahead and shout out the people. We got Post Likes 3 inch strudels, Pause. We got Rate the Emperor. We got Mario Heat, Joe Henry. We got David DRC 55. We got Stone. We got Brandon Bryce. It was good. We got Crimson X25. We got Antoine Trimble. We got Devil Luke. We got Trey Mack, Spider the 8. We got Joe Henry, Cold as Ice. We got Voodoo. We got Panda Mark. We got PSN. Alpha Will is in the house. The Finest is in the house. The Ruham was good, brother. We got Mwanza McNeil was in the house. Andre 1531. We got D Webb, J Hart. We got Alex Escobar, my man. Alex was good. The Real Coolito is in the house. Seth X, Stone 23, Mario Heat, Heat Stevens, my brother. He's in the house. We got Snake Doctor. We got Dribble, Pod 55. We got Johnny Word, Brandon Bryce, King Reaper's in the house. Jim 8, Brian Carter. By the way, when I call your name, please hit the like button. We got 50 people watching, and only 50 of you lazy bastards actually hit the like button.
Praise God, it's an awesome God, yeah. Yes,
we got plenty of time to pass that collection plate. It's coming.
Shit.
Brian Carter, Xbox has no games, LOL. Xbox sucks ass. What's up? D Parter. We got SS9 Vegeta's in the house. Akaza, sorry. The Analog Circle
Bro,
podcast. What's good, brother? What's good? We got Print Plays. We got who else we got, man? Damien Percival. Tip Diamond's in the house. Vedra is in the house. Demigod is in the house. What's good? What's good? Near Automata is in the house. Eon 8. Machete the Goat. NYT Music. The Dark Lord Fusion. Karan Williams. Who else? Hey, Miss Fee is in the house. Let's get the show started, guys. If I didn't call your name, don't worry. I'm going to get to you. But go ahead and hit the like button. We got a good show today. Really, really good show. Got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Praise God. My God is an awesome God. Yes, amen, amen. Amen.
All right, I figured it out. So when I hit the video or whatever, I clicked the Twitter link, so Twitter was also playing it in the background as I was listening to it.
Oh, okay.
That's why I had double.
And Neff is high. Neff been smoking some of that Hindu dust. Yeah, with the blue guys. So shout out to my brother Brian Carter, Jim 8, and my man Trey Mac, funny as hell, for becoming a member, man. Trey just as crazy as motherfucking Parker, man. We up there bugging tonight on 2K. Shout out, we got from Quan. Quan, what's up, Quan? Z, can you name a time going into a new generation where people downplay backwards compatibility? Who downplaying backwards compatibility?
Whole PlayStation.
Well, you know what? We don't need them old ass games. We want the new shit. We on the better and bigger and better.
Exactly.
Xbox is dog shit.
Okay.
That's why. Hey, praise God.
Hey, we only know the backwards compatibility. The only thing because Phil already said you got to wait 2 years for Xbox games. So,
you got some old ass games. Praise God.
Hey, they gonna get Gears remastered.
You know what, Kratos? You the reason why you don't care about it is because Sony gonna charge you for the old games instead of giving it to you for free. Fuck nigga.
Praise God. All them old ass games.
They could have started this shit today.
Get your new games up.
Let me tell you something. Okay, IGN put out a poll, and 46 or 40-some% of PlayStation
Those were all Russian bots.
excited about backwards compatibility, right? Kratos, the same fucking nigga on this panel, when the rumor was going around that the PS5 would be backwards compatible from PlayStation 1 all the way up to 4, was tweeting the rumor out and excited. And now,
I think we got some bills. I think we got
you need to stand up.
Hey, Post, you better get your last will and testament. You've been playing them speedy ass games. You better get your last will and testament together.
And now that they only saying PS4 or they confused about it, you really don't know. He talking about
Crazy Horse with
$2.
I gotta start reading over posts.
Oh man, no. I got the tweets and the receipts.
Nethos has spoken. Crazy Horse with the $2. What's up, fellas? Hit that like button.
What's going on, man? Crazy Horse.
Y'all always saving this.
Then we got AP the Shooter with the $2.
Bro.
He said Shiki and Jockstrap on fucking.
Yeah, you know how I'm rocking. Listen, man. Listen. Shameless plug to shout out to Infamous Liberal Gamer. We doing the tournament starts this Friday. It's usually me, Goat Malcolm, but no, the brackets are done. I just gonna add the watermarks and stuff for the 2K tournament for $1,000, which is gonna start this Friday. Single round elimination in the finals. It's the best out of 3. You know what I mean? Praise God. My God is an awesome goddamn God. Yes, sir. But anyway,
hey, Z,
yes,
you think that tournament gonna be able to continue?
Why?
On Friday? Because Sony gonna set everything on Thursday, bro.
I'm sorry, it's the 6th. When's the 6th? The 6th is Saturday.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Yeah. Hope I've been recover by then. I might pass out from all that greatness.
That's what I'm saying. You might be incapacitated.
You know what I mean? How you say, so much power. I mean, so much goddamn power. I might pass the fuck out, man. All right, yeah. Let me get the show up and rob you. All right, let me see here. Shut up, my bro, AP, the shooter, AP, man. Man, I had to rename my character, AK, the Dingaling, man. You gotta watch the stream, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? I'm straight dunking on niggas. Like, who wanna go to Dingaling land? Raise your hand. Niggas be like, me, niggas have open their hand and mouth. Straight jockstrap on niggas.
No.
Hey, Chanel! Have me my jockstrap with Dashiki right now. My spare with the squirrel meat on it.
You keep talking like that. We're gonna have to make a suspect.
Hey, bro. Did you see how? Listen, this is the last dance. Did you see how Scottie Pippen dunked on Ewing? Hold on around the monkey. Listen, bro, I'm doing it out in the park. Stay like that.
Fuck the coon in the captain room. We sending your ass to the suspect room.
Pardon me. Well, praise God. My God is an awesome God. Hold on 1 second. My God is an awesome God. Praise God.
Damn, this show starting off fire already.
Yeah, so pardon me. Praise God. Praise God. Praise God. My God is an awesome God. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me know when y'all can see the slides up behind y'all.
Yep, slides.
Okay, yeah, I'm blind. I'm legally blind from this point on. This point forward. What we got going on here?
Yeah.
Just our classic overdone memes and post up. Your request to the board has been approved. There is not a post up meme.
Much obliged, my brother. Much obliged, my brother.
However, if you would like to submit receipts on J-Dubs, that must go through the same process.
Okay, much obliged, my brother. If I get something from the looting and shooting, I'll send it to you.
But moving on to the next slide, we do have our sponsor of the day, which is actually Nation 720's live streams, which you guys need to catch to see things like this live.
What the hell you done caught up there? Oh shit, that was it.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
No,
Right.
no, right.
Hold on, what trade?
Oh shit.
I'm saying I gotta take a shit in my ass.
Oh man.
Oh, I didn't hear him say that. That's like a wow.
I bet you the squad. Z, I bet you the squad.
Man.
I thought he was saying.
He got up.
I don't know.
What? Oh.
Queen. Rage No, I thought he was telling you that he was trying to suck your back.
Oh man, yeah, I gotta stop this right here, man. Hey, yo, what the fuck going on in here, man? Hey, yo, wait. I gotta explain this shit right here in context. With so much shit I was laid out on my stomach. Listen, I don't know what the fuck no one was into. It was 2:00 in the morning. Listen, to guys out is true. My God is awesome. The truth shall set me free. Listen. I hopped in there. Listen, man. I hopped in there. Listen,
This is your street.
yeah. I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Put his name in
Hey,
front
listen
of
here. Listen here.
You already there, or did you hop in?
I just hopped in there. Look. Check this shit out, right? You know, no one will be going to their own little room. Yeah, no, they be in their own little room. And this is Yo Dega. That's Yoda with the older. I changed his name. So I took him to Dingling Island and had to dump on him, right? But yeah, he says, yeah, so I hopped in and said, it's like 3:00 in the morning, they still gaming. Who gonna hop on, in the park? I'm out there grinding. So yeah, but check this shit out. You can still look at anything in contact. I still got my phone in my hand. Look. I just hopped in there. Listen.
I thought he was saying.
What is it?
I don't know, Z.
No, I thought he was telling you that he was trying to suck it from the back.
Oh man, that nigga tripping.
We on.
Oh, God. Hey, yo, what the fuck going on in here, man? Man. Somebody clip that, man. God. What? Damn. Yeah, look, man.
Don't say that while you listen to the girl.
I'm on, and I can't say what I want to say because I'm on Twitch. Yo, wait, check it out. Look, you gotta look at my expressions. I can't. Well, I'm gonna stop it right here. I can't say what I want to say because I'm on Twitch. Yo. Look, I can't even say what I want to say because I can't even say what I want to say now. But I'm like, man, I had to grow with the punches in that one. That shit caught me off guard.
I moved to remove some of these suspect ass fuck niggas you done let in on the ground that they are tarnishing our brand with this.
Look, check it out though. Look at this shit here.
Ain't the only time man, I ain't gonna even.
Hey yo, Dalby, bro, Dalby. Somebody clip that, man. God damn.
Don't say that while you listen to the girl.
I'm on Twitch. Dalby talking about somebody wanted to suck it from the. Ain't a minute here, bro.
Nah, I said that range is at the bottom.
What? Oh man, why would you repeat something like that, bro? You sounding crazy. You sounding right devilish. You know what, for that Dalby, I got a room for you. We call this the coon room. We drop right down.
Oh man,
yeah, buddy. Yeah, man. That was above my pay grade right there, big fella.
Bro, that's worse than the dude who be talking about the honey all the time.
Man.
As soon as you came in the room,
I just want to say this. I think Z had a similar moment to Post Up. When Post Up walked into one of our associates here who had an assailant, and post a scream. What the fuck did I just walk into?
Oh yeah.
Man,
You
bro.
know, Buck was telling the story. I was like,
I'm talking about it's
yeah.
Man, y'all can't imagine what be going on when Z do his Twitch live stream.
Yo.
Man, I'm telling you, some of the craziest conversations,
Hey
bro.
yo. Like I said, I just hopped in it. Hey, bro. I actually call Ad-lib. Like you said, I went to the School of Arts Theatrics, man. I'm a thespian. I had to roll with the punches. I'm like, man, what?
All right, but moving on.
God
to
damn.
We have Tyrell Thompson with the $5. I think Z knows him. Play the clip where I threw the alley-oop to Z and he killed 3 dudes in the park. We'll try to find that sometime.
Oh, I got that. Yeah.
R&B the third with $2. Now we know why Z is always saying ding-a-ling in your mouth.
Oh, man, Jesus Christ. Oh, wait. Oh,
they said it is your room, Z. They said
man,
it is your room,
man, y'all got me out here looking like a sexual deviant, man.
They put the onus on you.
How you say, man? How you say the onus is not on me? The onus is on them. I blame this shit on Noah.
I
blame Nathaniel.
Hey, bro, I'm serious though, man. As soon as I would have heard Vaughn say my ass is full, I would have unplugged my PC, man.
Hey, yo, wait.
We're prosecuting Dowry under the BG stature 924.
Hey, yo.
No suspect dudes in our group.
Hey, yo, you gotta take them all to trial. It's him, Vaughn, Buck. All of them gotta go, bro.
Your honor.
All of them gotta go.
Rounds that post up and shows to be a part of Dowry's team for the
Hey,
tournament.
yo.
Is this true?
Hey, yo.
No, it's
Hey,
not
yo.
true. I have. Look.
Yeah.
No, it's not true. It's not true.
Mm-hmm.
Not true. I am the 6th man on Z team. Pause.
He chose the bench for us.
Facts. I'm sitting this for now. Put me on the side,
Man.
coach.
That shit did well. You got the R&B in there.
All right, moving on with the show. I guess we can get down to our Nintendo Switch topic. Cause
Wait, that's all. Iris one ringing. That's gonna be caught up on it before we switch topics.
Yes, R&B.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can't see this. What we got going on here?
So, I titled this, how will the Switch fare moving forward? Because we know the next-gen consoles are on their way. The PS5 is this holiday season, along with the Series X, and maybe even a Series S, which would also be more powerful than the Switch. And we have here from the Saber Interactive CEO, which I believe Saber Interactive is owned by Stadia, right, Moss?
Saber Interactive?
Or Saber CEO, yeah. I assume that's Saber Interactive.
No. So is it the company that did the Lost to the World regions or whatever the fuck that is? I don't know.
Oh. Well, whatever. They say the Switch has untapped power still in
What?
it. Do you think that's true? And if true, how do you think it's going to stack up anyways? Because we already know the Switch
Who
is
said that?
outdated compared to
Who's retweeting that?
Hey, you got.
It says Saber CEO has said that.
So why see Momo? Doctor said Trey Momo. For those who've been rocking out for a long time, you know what we're talking about.
What? Baron, I figured he would be more credible.
The Switch.
Listen.
I don't know this fellow.
Listen, that's Trey. Listen here. They got remasters, Xenoblade Chronicles, that just is running at fucking 300 something p, bro, in 2020, and he talking about that they got untapped left. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Come on,
hey yo,
man.
Listen here, bro. We gonna put.
I mean, look at that game right there, The Witcher 3. That is so fucking ugly on the Switch.
Hey, well, here's not
300p. When the other companies are talking about 8K and 120 frames a second, the Switch is doing fucking 15 frames a second at 300p. What are we doing here?
Do you think they're gonna have to release a Switch?
Listen, we had this conversation a while ago when the rumors were coming out about Nintendo releasing "quote unquote" more powerful hardware. This is not the first This is not the first time Nintendo has done this. The reason why I know because I bought my daughter. She wanted one of those 3DSs at the time, where she barely mama, whatever the case. There was another game that came out for the 3DS, but didn't work on her. She needed a more powerful goddamn 3DS to run the goddamn game. So Nintendo's been known to do that, and which I don't have an issue with. But if they, like I said, if along the line, like I said, Nintendo is right now the market leader because this is their 9th generation offering, right? And this kind of makes me not confused, but I still have some questions to ask because with the install base that the Switch has, and they release, say if they release a console or they are a pro maybe next year, right? That's on terms with the base regular PS4 or whatever the case may be, or the Xbox One, right?
Yeah, that's my prediction.
Like I said, you're still gonna have all these multi-plats like the Assassin's Creeds or maybe even the duties, whatever. I'm sorry, they're gonna want to tap into that power. So you still gonna have to code to the lowest common denominator. So I feel like our consoles still are not going to be, they're not gonna take full advantage of it. You know what I mean? And I have, it's one of the issues that I have with Nintendo. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna shut the hell up, right? And I told this to somebody. I said I couldn't imagine. Listen about this, right? Shout out to Nintendo fans. Listen when I'm going with this, right? Could you imagine if you only had Nintendo? Now, some people, like Nintendo games, right? But could you imagine if you only had Nintendo, right? And we talking about, and they would, and that was it. That was the standard, right? Look at all the advancements that we'd have made in gaming going forward. When Sony came in, man, where they took it and what
streaming,
online, Microsoft with the online,
all,
I mean, like they're just so far behind. And I give credit where credit is due. Nintendo took the baton from Atari or the ColecoVision and took gaming to the next level. Then Sega came in, moved a little further. Then Sony came in, moved a little further. Then Microsoft came in with everybody, but Nintendo still was stuck with their fucking feet in the mud. You know what I mean? And the reason why, listen, I finally found my daughter a fucking Wii U. Yes, she wanted a fucking Wii U. Them things were $900 goddamn dollars, but I praise God for GameStop. I got one used for $119, right? But they're just so far behind. You know what I mean? And just in terms of, where gaming is now. Now, credit for the games, the type of games they put out. Oh, I'll give you an example. I'm gonna shut the hell about this, right? Like I bought my daughter a Wii U, right? And I had, this is one of the issues I had with it. Now, whoever owned that Wii U bought Zelda what's called Breath of the Wild, Smash Bros, Super Mario Brothers 3DU, all that shit was still on the goddamn game, right? So even if you erased it because it's saved, it's crazy. They saved it to their MAC address, which is your hardware address. So whatever game they bought up there digitally is all there still on the goddamn Wii U. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? So that shit is crazy. Like they just so old school. Instead of things being backed up in the cloud, they actually said what your MAC address as your actual physical address, within the hardware. So whatever they bought digitally up there. Now my daughter's having a time with their goddamn life, but they just so damn, I don't know. Some people like it though. It's not for me. It's not. I can't. Not for me. No, I mean, but.
But we do have some super chats here if you want to get.
I can't see him.
AP the shooter there, Jay.
Yeah. Let's get it. AP the shooter,
bro.
Here we go with the $5. A lot of you janky mofos need to go to Coon Room, man.
Yeah.
He said, and when that greatness drop next week, a lot of you bots gonna be looting and shit. Fuck niggas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Praise God.
Then we got my brother Ricky Brown with the $2.
Ricky Brown.
Nintendo is the Mike Tyson of gaming.
Hey, Ricky, my man, Ricky Brown, don't get on my bad side, brother. Motherfucker, Nintendo was the Glass Joe, the Don Flamingo game. What the fuck is he talking about?
Soda Popinski.
Yeah, for real. No, that's too hard of a character.
Speaking of Nintendo, how about we go to their old rival, Sega? You want to go to the next side? We have some interesting rumors.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So we got a rumor here with this Xbox insider. Shout out to Larry Bundy.
Larry who?
He said
this is disrespectful.
He said Xbox is in such a bad situation.
What?
They hired Sega.
He's reading between the lines.
Yes, I'm paraphrasing.
You know what? You used to be my homie, bro. You flipping. You didn't turn to the motherfucking dark side.
Microsoft is basically going to hire Sega to market and to brand their Xbox Series X in Japan, because obviously the Xbox brand is pretty much a dead name, so they're going to slap a Sega logo on the box, and they're going to try to get some sales going on that.
Shut him up. I can't stand this nigga. Hold on. First of all, let's talk about this. I'm going to do a Kratos. This tweet is by somebody named Larry Bundy Junior.
Xbox
Fuck
guy.
that tell you it ain't true.
Sound like an Xbox guy.
That tell you, look, Kratos, I tweeted this to the DM, and the first thing Kratos say, post, how you gonna post that? And you know that's false. Look at dude's name. And now he on the panel.
I said it sounds credible.
Celebrating this shit as if it's true. We don't know what's going on. This could be rumblings had it that since it's launching on the same day as Sony, that it might be something with Sega and Sony. We've been heard rumblings about Sega and Microsoft for a while. You remember months ago, Microsoft was in at Sega headquarters, and then Sega came out to Microsoft headquarters. So it could be something with both. We don't know, or it could be something standalone where Sega might be, doing something. Maybe a hand. I don't know if they're gonna get back into the hardware. I think it's probably something dealing with software or something like that, and it could be dealing with either or.
Let me say this, right? This will be a fresh start for Microsoft if this was to be true. Them getting in cahoots.
You like that?
Hell yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, the administration they got right now ain't nothing but a whole bunch of functioning gangs, looting and shooting. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
They do need help in Japan, though. I
would say that.
Kratos did lie about that.
They did all around.
Hey, yo, listen.
No. PlayStation did all around.
They did in America.
Hey, yo, listen. I want to be. Listen, here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you right now. Where's the issue? Right now? If they're even thinking about Japan is not the not the force. They're not the BGST anymore. I mean, they're not. Like, you know what I mean?
They're not the behemoth they used to be.
No, they're not. Yeah, wow. They used to be the. They used to be.
Okay, if that was back in, when the last go round was when the PlayStation 1.
In the 90s,
yeah, well, the
PlayStation,
the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. After that, everything's been more Western. Yeah. So that's not even. Small. You look at Nintendo, with the handheld and the way that the thing is moving forward. But if they were to change the name and to say, well, this is all hypothetical. We didn't make this up. If Microsoft was to buy them or become in partnership with them and them changing the name, this would give them, like, for those that like the personas, maybe breathe life back in the Fantasy Star, RP with you, without the paid model, however they want to do it. So, but they did, like I said, they did some huge news to come out to shake up the gaming world,
they did. They're supposed to rival the PS5 announcement.
Yeah, so,
All right, so I want y'all to clip this. So your boy MM2K and his infinite sources. The word around town is that only high-level execs know what's going on. They've been keeping this close to the vest. And it's starting to sound like that it is a strategic partnership with Xbox. Now that's from the sources.
Yes.
This is me putting my 2 cents in. Those
Stadia sources, because we got a question.
Yeah, I was about to ask. I thought you were about to say some high-level Stadia shit right
here. Some high-level Stadia shit right here.
All I'm going to say is that all my Stadia information has been correct, sirs. And then 2, but no, this isn't a sole Stadia source. Lastly, I'm gonna throw in my tinfoil hat. My tinfoil hat is a strategic partnership for all of Sega's content to come to Xbox. And secondly, for it to come day and date to Game Pass. That's my guess. So
you know what? I can get down with that, player. I can get down. If it's anything, it has to do with content and Game Pass and Microsoft. If it's Sony, I don't know. Maybe Sony bought them or brought an exclusive from them. Or
I think as far as bought them.
Can you imagine if Sony bought Sega?
I don't think they. I don't think. It's my thing. I don't think that they're. They're not hurting for money because they're making, Sega's doing okay for themselves outside of the gaming, the slot machine, Bikino machine, they're doing okay for themselves. But they do, I've been telling this since last year, they do have a bunch of iconic IPs that I would like to see. Maybe some, maybe like, $20 titles, maybe like Golden Axe or even the Streets of Rage games like that, you know what I mean? But to see them transfer over into a new generation, with a budget behind them. Now I'm not into the what do you call it? What's called the goddamn game, Persona. But for that listen, that'd be a huge win for them because there are a lot of PlayStation fans that like that game would probably get an X or whatever the hell the case to play that their game. We got a couple bills here, you know what I mean? But
starting with Ricky Brown with the 5. If somebody wants to start grabbing them,
I can't see shit. Hold on.
Let me see here. Let me see. I'm gonna read it. We don't want J Dub. Shout out to Ricky Bobby Brown with the $5. He say, "Damn, MS and Sega together is like MC Hammer and Vanilla Ice on a comeback tour." God damn. I shouldn't even read that. Go sit your dumb ass down.
We got Stop Six Doc as well.
We got a few.
Now I'm just I don't see above.
Oh,
it?
I think we missed it.
Yeah. Put it in live. Put it in live and scroll up.
Just showing love.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna work my way up if I can. Coop man,
bro.
Man, I said I wasn't gonna introduce you no more based off that last shit, man. Fuck man, yeah, that's him. What the 99? Sony stumped the dog shit out of MS so bad. Now they're trying to call the Series X Sega Series X. Sony is just bullies. Huge L for the Xbox community. Y'all be making some of the dumbest shit. This shit was done before we even knew what the console names was gonna be, dumbass. Oh,
the console.
Y'all got me back to saying that dumb shit. Fuck is you thought? Then shout out to Ricky Bobby Brown again.
Bro.
He say, "Left out loud. Come on, Z. We out here because of Mario and Duck Hunt." You know what I'm saying? And then Ricky Brown with the $2. Say, well, Nintendo is the Mike Tyson of gaming.
And we got actually two more at the bottom.
None of your business, baby girl.
To the bottom. I'm gonna go to the bottom. Ain't none of your business.
Hey, I got you next month on the 10th. I'm gonna see you set out the closet. I'm gonna get paid. Some of that footwear out the closet. I'm gonna see you something real nice on the 10th. I got you.
Yes, sir. How you doing, girl? Ain't none of their business. It ain't gotta be none of their business, girl. With the $5, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You know, niggas' voice always change when they talking to females. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, thank you, brother, for the needed laughs with all that is going on. Yeah. F12, fuck 12. Yeah. Talk your shit. Talk your shit. For sure. Shout out to J Dubs. I have mad respect for you. I see you on Twitter being loud and proud. Yes, sir. That's at the end of the day, that is a black brother, a strong brother. You know what I'm saying? Tommy Bull with the $2. MS marketing early, and Sony shows next gen first. Shake my damn head, and then Mazutitude or whatever that shit is. I'm just call you Ben. With the $2, he say, "Did you ever meet Black Bond at the park?"
Yo, I ain't in jail, am I? I'm right here now. That nigga ain't show up. Nah. Niggas ain't want no smoke. I wanted to show him that mean. Like said, Parker said, get him to sign that contract. I got a mean ground and pound game. Oh, Jesus!
I do want to say this. Kratos has been loud and proud on Twitter. And if I got some video footage of him and Z in Chicago, Kratos is on a horse and Z is on a four-wheeler, and they is charging down the street. Go to my Twitter account to see
that.
Hey, we out there looting the Xbox Microsoft store.
But hey, Neff, you want to add anything before we just sing a slide? Any predictions?
I actually kind of like the idea of Sega games going day and date into Game Pass. But as for this whole console rumor, I just have a hard time.
No. So
it'll be dope, but it's hard to.
Yeah, I don't know. Sony. I'm sorry. Sega did come out and say they're not making any hardware. But that, like I said, day and date, that will be that's a huge win for Game Pass if true. That's a huge win for those.
They're gonna have Crazy Taxi, stuff like
maybe
that.
Whatever they make now. Nigga said they're gonna have virtual. Yo, Carol said they're gonna have virtual Cop 5. God damn.
He picking all the dog shit.
You hype up Yakuza, right? You hype up Yakuza when it was exclusive. Now we can play the newest Yakuza for potentially $1.
Hey yo, they're gonna
tell me that.
And it's gonna be the superior version. It's gonna be the superior version.
Ask Capcom. They already say only 6% of y'all bots play the games anyway.
Shit.
Shout out to Keontae Harris with the $2 RP George.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna do an expanded tomorrow. We're gonna elaborate on this.
Yeah, we're gonna do that on Twitch. We're gonna cut up.
We're gonna talk about this. I look. If you miss this show tomorrow, man, this is gonna be an incredible show. It's gonna be clear, concise, and straight to the wing. Gonna hold no punches. Shout out to Laugh Out Loud Kid for life with the $2. Wasn't Post Up missing for a minute?
After they sold that motherfucker last.
At the day that The Last of Us 2 dropped, I was at work. I had to wait till I get off work. Z did hit me up, asked me was I
That nigga lying.
But
We did that show and nigga left a message. Nigga said, "I will find
I
you.
told him
I
was
will
at
kill
work.
you." So nigga, my man for taking this shit.
But I will say this. No capping. The Last of Us 2 looks great and is not downgraded. Actually, it's improved.
Yes, sir.
It's upgraded because this version looks better than the last version they showed at the Paris
I agree with
show.
that.
They added a lot of stuff. They added a lot of textures. They changed some of the lightings. The Asian girl that was on the ground that was getting dragged, she's more bigger and more, in this version than she is in the last version. More skin texture on her skin. It's a whole lot of shit. So, yeah, it ain't downgraded. It looks wonderful.
Well, hold on. Let me get this clip now. Does The Last of Us, what you just saw, look graphically more impressive than Assassin's Creed Ragnarok?
Hell yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Well, I haven't seen any gameplay, but of Assassin's Creed. But what they showed,
I will say this: how you say Assassin's Creed looks more shinier. You know, how new things looks shinier. But we just talking overall facial animations. Like that's what I'm not gonna lie. You know how I feel about motherfucking that very powerful Anglo-Saxon, my man Kratos, right? You know how I feel about my man there, boy. You know, and I always say that Sony Santa Monica is my favorite Sony developer. But just looking at that demo and them going through the stages, or like this little shit, like you know what I mean. When she stabbed that motherfucker in the lung, like you know what I mean, not just in the back, hit that motherfucker in the lung, and the sound, like you know what I mean. If somebody get poked in their lung or had their lung collapse, I got shot. So I know that shit sounds a certain sound that you make, and like I said, the attention that they paid to the detail was crazy. And we're walking past the radio and they had fucking Ice Cube playing old ass. I'm like, yo, god damn. Like to me, that just again exceeded. I hate to say set the bar. It sucked that it came so late in the generation. You know what I mean? But set the bar of of what this generation, the ceiling. You know what I mean? So I can only imagine what we're going to get next generation. I listen, whether you hate Sony or not or whatever. Some don't like it because of the ending. Some don't like it because of the whatever. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm just playing the game to play the game. Just looking at that gameplay with all that set aside, that shit look crazy. I mean, it does.
Look, I do my damage control when needed, but sometimes you have to give out the facts. Yeah. And the fact is, the game looks amazing, and it seems to have an amazing story. You can't doubt when a developer is doing something right.
Post, is it running on the world's most powerful console?
No, it is not.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, well, moving right along. Jesus,
fuck nigga.
What we got here? What's on the slide?
I wasn't trying to go with.
I was trying to be neutral.
And you still trying to... Don't get me started, man. You still trying to get me started. Go ahead.
Well, this was actually submitted by a fan of the show, so shout out to them. Their name was Post Mohammed. I'm going to go ahead and read the bullet points here. And the slide is the efficient pyramid of tranquility. And that is the PlayStation 5. As you can see, it's a fucking pyramid now. But we got AP the Shooter with $10. Someone wants to grab that real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, we got AP the Shooter. Appreciate that with the $10. Post up ain't capping about The Last of Us 2. I'm gonna tweet your employer Phil at Xbox for Blacks and tell him up to the 5 beans 10, so you ain't gotta pay for Game Pass next month.
Yeah.
He trying to get you a raise.
Shout out to AP the Gunner, man. Don't ever play 2K with that nigga. That nigga is a gunner, man. That nigga don't pass the ball for shit. Shout out to King James 1089 with the $10. What's good, y'all? Just wanted to show support.
Appreciate it.
Y'all be safe out there. Yeah, the ride is getting close to where I live, man. I didn't hear gunshots and shit already, so it's crazy out here. Shout out to Outlaw 2120 with the $2 sub. See, nigga, Z ain't the only one.
Hey,
on the
yo,
panel.
listen, what's up, Outlaw? Dear God, I wanted you to save me. Yeah, man. Shout out to my brother Outlaw. Shout out to King James, the Black King James. Shout out to King James. Yeah, right. But yeah. So what we got going on with this pyramid? Pyramid of power.
Alrighty, so I'll go ahead and read the highlights here. So, from a popular Russian industry website, we already know how this is going to go.
Shit.
Game Mag claims to have information from a source currently working on next-gen title that the PlayStation 5 not only looks nothing like the Xbox Series X in the flesh, so to speak, but it is twice as big as the current PlayStation 4 Pro 2. Of course, the usual sprinkles of salt should naturally be applied here. The PlayStation 5 final design doesn't look like anything that has been leaked before. The PlayStation 5 has one unique detail nobody talked about it because Sony most likely can track down the leaker if it actually does leak. Sony didn't unveil all the secrets of the PlayStation 5. They should announce at least one software feature. It was briefly talked about in Western press, but nobody paid enough attention. Design-wise, the PlayStation 5 doesn't look anything like the Series X at all, nor does it look like a smart speaker. It's a traditional console. It's flat, square, symmetrical box with rounded edges. Kind of almost sounds like an OG Xbox with rounded edges. At the same time, the PS5 is a very fat, almost twice as fat as the PS4 Pro. Before I continue on with highlights, what do you guys think about that supposedly?
About a bit
I'm gonna
square.
I'm gonna get to these bills first, and then y'all can do what you do. Shout out to Crimson X25 with the $20 holler.
Jesus,
everybody oh Jesus! He's sending everybody to KFC with a $20 bucket. You know I had to add some food in there. Gotta catch the rest later. Just wanted to show some support before I roll out. That's always appreciated, brother. Still an exec with the $10. Get your nails done and paint Series X on your pinky. Stadia got next. That is Moss in the chat. So we want to thank you for your $10, Moss. Go ahead, man.
Moss hopped in with a soccer account. Oh shit. That was the almighty next to 700 Johnson.
Still exec.
Hey, Moss.
Shit.
70
Nigga, still exec.
70 of
Hey yo, that was the
one of his accounts then entered the
Hey yo, that was the almighty next to 720 Johnson. Damn.
Oh man.
Moss got 2 laptops.
Continue on with this link. Continue on with this damn link right here. Interestingly, the CPU and GPU clocks aren't super stable in the PlayStation 5. Expect third-party games to be over 30% better on a Series X. Please do not expect the PlayStation 5 to beat the Series X like some crazy people saying on the internet. That is what this thing here says. It also says no VRS Tier 2 or mesh shaders. Expect ray tracing performance to be over 40% better on the Xbox.
True.
PlayStation 5's design is ugly and the box is huge. Console heat dissipation is amazing. Console is super quiet. DualSense is great. Haptics are great, and battery life is incredible. The dashboard is super impressive and revolutionary. SSD I/O controller is super impressive. The SSD speed is ultra variable. Tempest engine is crazy good. Still targeted for November. PlayStation Studio is bigger and better than ever was. Hello, new studio. Ooh, new studio. The price is going to be $500. Money Hat expects Sony to announce exclusive games from Capcom, Konami, Koei Tecmo, Atlas, Square Enix, and Bethesda. This is PS1, PS2, all over again. No joke.
Oh shit.
Expect multiple games from second-party studios for launch windows and beyond. Naughty Dog and Santa Monica will announce a new game already. Horizon 2 is super impressive graphically. No one is ready. Really mind-blowing visuals targeted early 2021. Spider-Man 2 teaser plus a new Marvel game will be announced. Imagine a playable Pixar movie. It's a new Ratchet & Clank launch title. 2 racing games for the launch window. Gran Turismo 7 is real and amazing, and the other one is an incredible fictional futuristic racing game. Silent Hill is real. Half-Life Alyx is coming to PSVR 2, and they're reviving 2 IPs from PS1 era. You guys are going to love it. And one more. Sony will announce more games coming to PC. Dreams, The Last Guardian, Gravity Rush, Gran Turismo, and more. Be prepared.
Sounds too good to be true.
Yeah.
Sounds too good to be true.
Yeah, just early on, yeah.
That shit ain't
a new spot. I mean, I would love it.
Listen, the one thing about these leaks, right? They always sound like somebody's wet dream. Either it sounds like an Xbox wet dream or a pony wet dream.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying, like, this shit, Sony's been tight-lipped about their shit. Microsoft has been tight-lipped about their shit. Nobody knows. Even when we go back to the Game Awards, nobody knew Phil was going to release what he released and They never know. Nobody knew that. So how all of a sudden people gonna start knowing this, and everybody is just pulling shit out of their ass. All this shit is fake, but we'll know.
Kratos,
We'll know Thursday. We'll know Thursday.
Kratos, Sony was so tight-lipped that only executives knew about the show,
Exactly.
the event, and when they was gonna do it. They didn't tell no develop. Even the people, the games that they were showing, they didn't even tell them to prevent it from leaking. And I gotta applaud both of these companies in terms of leak. They have been sealed shut this gen in terms, like last gen, we knew a whole lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? But this gen, they have really been tight-lipped and got on security, and that's good because sometimes you want to know shit, but oftentimes you just want to be surprised. And wow, often when you know what's coming, it don't have the same effect as you shock value as you not knowing and being like, what the fuck? Yeah. So I'm glad. And shout out to ODG. I'm too old for this.
Sure, bro.
With the $10, he say just checking in, y'all brothers. Stay safe out here.
For sure.
Yeah, like, man, we want all our people in the chat, wherever you are, whatever city you are, to be safe. Stay at home. Protect your families. If you have to go out and get back in. It's so much craziness going on, so we want to make sure everybody stays safe.
I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off yet.
Go ahead.
I just want to say my God is an awesome God. But with that being said, right? Yeah, about this rumor. Here's the thing, right? Typically, just me owning every PlayStation at launch. You know what I mean? Since outside of the PlayStation, so I got that at launch too. But saying, Sony starts off slow, and I wouldn't expect any big exclusives from them for at least 2 to 3 years in, because it's gonna be supported by a bunch of third-party games, multiplayer. That's traditional, because the install base is not there. You're talking about releasing a God of War or something and on a final, like, you know what I mean? It's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? Because these consoles don't really fly off the shelf until they drop down to about $300.
Okay, let me say this. Just I want to counter you just a little.
Get you.
Traditionally, for the last generation. With the PS3 and the Xbox 360, games did start. This generation, games did start slow, but we can't always say that that's always going to be the case. And I'm going to say that because these companies learn from their mistakes. They learn what's going on. Sony has stuff ready. Microsoft has stuff ready. That don't mean just because traditionally for the last 2 generations they've started slow. That don't mean that that's going to happen this time. Now we can only speculate, but Sony's on the record and Microsoft on the record saying, well, more Sony saying we want to move the gamers over to the PS5 as soon as possible.
That's not a problem.
You can only do that if you have games like your big games coming up front. I'm not saying they're going to release 20 games, 20 first-party games. I'm not saying that.
All right.
But they have something that's going to help push
how about this?
Away. They already started. They already started talking about. Look, we got PS5 games. These motherfuckers ain't never gonna be running on the PS5.
So again, that's gonna make the hardcore go out there and buy it, right? To the casual that would never play Horizon.
But the casuals don't buy the games. They don't buy the systems until it's like $299, $199 anyway.
So here's the thing. So you're expecting them to whatever Horizon Zero Dawn, right? Just say I'm gonna be realistic here, right? Without me cheating. This is me when I was on my diehard Xbox shit. Both Microsoft and Sony gonna sell about 1 million in November. Both gonna sell about 1 million in December. Maybe about 500,000 in January. And then things cool off and die down. So say me being generous. Just say if Sony sells, they were talking about shortage and supply shortage, right? Let's say for shits and giggles, they have 7 million within 1 year, right? Just say 10 million in 1 year, right? At $500, right? So if they were to release Horizon Zero Dawn, which the last game sold whatever upwards of 10 million, right?
Over like 15 million.
They're gonna want the successor to do better than the first one, right? So
and it will. It'll be a slow burner.
I'm just saying. Here's the thing. So if they will release it with an install base to say, when you get a market of 10 million, how many more? That's not including marketing. How many copies do you think they probably sell about 3 million copies?
No. See, here's the thing, right? People think just because you only have 1 million, 2 million systems in a while, people act like, okay, well, that's all the copies you're gonna sell of that game. No, these games and your first games in the beginning, they're slow burners, just like the Switch. They're slow burners. Matter of fact, look at the Switch. They sold more copies of Zelda the game than they had Switchers out in the wild. I'm not saying Sony's going to do that. What I'm saying is they're slow burner, ramping up. The first 6 months, the first year, that game is still going to be selling. It's not like they're just going to sell too many copies in stock.
Okay.
That's not how that works.
All right. But it's not going to be $60.
So I get it, right? But it's a catch-22.
Okay.
In order to sell the hardware, you have to bring the software. In order for you to sell the software, you have to provide the hardware. The first year or two, Z, you know as well as I know, right? We've been doing this for a long time. However much content you have there, that's your ramp up point. The first year and two, that's your ramp up. You're not going to start off day one selling 50 million copies of Gran Turismo 7. You can't. That's not going to happen. But what will happen is you'll have a higher attach rate with that game. So when you sell that system, you're going to have a higher attach rate. And over time, as more and more system sales, that attach rate is going to go lower and lower. But up front, day one, you and I and a majority of people, we're trying to cop all the games we possibly can. That's good to us.
Yeah, but also, too, though, they want to get more, because after, let's say, after 3 months on the market or so, I say 5, you get a price cut. So that game was that game was no longer $60 either. Yeah.
Kratos, I understand your point, but I agree with Z. And the only reason why I agree with Z in this case is for 2 reasons. And the first reason is that Microsoft already said their pipeline in terms of the hardware, they should have enough out. Sony has stated that they might struggle on getting enough out.
Yeah,
Microsoft stated that content-wise, things are not going as well. That some software could be late or pushed back. If Microsoft is going through the same trend, both companies are going through the same transition. So I'm pretty sure that Sony is dealing with the same issues that Microsoft has content-wise.
Not really.
I'm just saying. I'm just giving my perspective.
Phil has already said that their games is going to take 2 years to get some of the games.
I'm just saying though.
The CEO, Jim Ryan, is out there touting their games that they have. It's going to be amazing.
We don't know if they're touting their games or third-party games, but I'm just saying. The second reason why I say that is because you just told Z that he can't say that Sony is going to continue what they did the last 2 generations starting slow, because we don't know. But yet you apply that to Microsoft in terms of them losing, fuck nigga. So how you going to turn around and say Z can't apply that to Sony yet you apply that to Xbox every fucking show, nigga?
Xbox ain't got no games, Post.
What is you talking about?
Games, listen, you getting Battletoads and
look, you've been marketing Battletoads for the last 2 years.
You got Battletoads Brown to come in. Sit your ass down.
Look, let me tell you something. You can't apply it to Xbox, and then when it comes to Sony, tell Z. No, Z, you can't think that way. When on every panel you saying the same thing about Xbox.
What you talking about, Post?
You said Z said they're gonna start off like they always do, and you told Z you don't know that.
I said Z just because the last 2 generations they started off slow with the software does not mean this next generation is going to be the case, because they've learned previously.
But when it comes to Xbox and I use that,
Microsoft hadn't had no games all G. And
when it comes to Xbox and I use that argument, you tell me no, fuck nigga.
Besides Halo Infinite, right? What first party game?
Here we go.
Thank you.
We don't know. We don't know.
You got Battletoads with ray tracing.
Look, you just said that both companies have been silent. So how you gonna ask me a question? What is Sony launch lineup?
That's what I
What's Sony launch lineup?
Nito's just read it.
You just said that was a lie. That it was.
Come on now.
You just said that was a lie. You just said that was a PlayStation's dream.
No.
Okay.
I said that's a PlayStation.
Okay, no, Kratos.
Is it
true? Is it a PlayStation's dream or is it the launch lineup?
It's a mixture of both.
Somebody help Kratos in the chat. Somebody help us.
Hey yo, man.
Super chat. Where y'all at?
Choke my man.
Super chat when you need one. Come on, fuck niggas. Hold on, let me get my own super chat. God damn.
Kratos, get on my
Hey,
nerves,
I don't need no
man.
smiley faces in the chat. I need some super chat. Come on, somebody. I can't be out here fighting a good fight if you ain't gonna support me. Goddamn.
Oh shit.
What's,
Next slide. Next slide.
yo, what slide are we on now? I don't.
Next slide. There we go.
Yeah, the superior architecture, that one.
Oh shit.
Oh man. Oh man. No, we passed.
passed.
Now you going
Yeah,
back,
I'm
Z.
sorry.
You went all the way to the beginning.
God
Yeah.
damn. See, all the way to the
Okay, we
beginning.
passed that.
Superior architecture?
And we passed that. We right here, major PS5 league.
No, we did. Yeah, I did it. What's we on?
Yeah.
Oh, we just did it. Okay.
Superior
The next
architecture.
right
So we have Jeff Grubb, who is a known industry insider and journalist, right? And he's saying that third party, not even first party, third party developers are praising the PS5, and he's not hearing the same for the Series X. If you want to take that away, Kratos.
Yes. So Jeff Grubb, he's an industry insider. He's always right. He's not in the GitHub leaks, but he's an actual person who predicts most things right. He's like a 99. He's batting 99%. He is saying all the third-party developers are telling him that the PS5 is not only superior, but with its architecture, it's efficient. It has better games, and it's gonna outsell anything.
Y'all can't let this.
I'm telling you. He said the price. He said the price and the launch supply would not be affected by coronavirus. So
y'all can't keep letting it. Hey, we need
he
somebody
said-
new to reading this, man. Because
Hey, I'm just telling you what he said. So we got some Xbox said. Does that include the X series? This is what he said. He said this is true. Lots of fawning over the work that that Mark Cerny did. He said, I think part of this is that the PlayStation 5 dev kits got out earlier, and Cerny did a lot of work highlighting the efforts. But still, devs are seeming to go gaga for it. So Young Soul asked him, he said, developers told Game Beast that PS5 has a better architecture. He said, that's true. So somebody asked, they said, does that include the Series X that's questioning? Everyone answered. Jeff Grubb said, I haven't heard the exact same praise for the Series X that I'm hearing for the PS5, and that's because the PS5 will be superior, will have the better games, and that's the end of the story. So I mean, it is what it is.
Just added. Hold on, let me get the bills. I gotta cut this fuck nigga off. This nigga is a marketing PlayStation machine. Shout out to
Whose mic went out?
my head.
Your mic went out.
My mic went out?
Again? I can hear you.
Okay, my bad. I'm gonna turn my mic up. Look, and then shout out. I'm gonna read that again. Shout out to Crazy Horse with the 199. J Dub contradicted himself, shake my head, fuck nigga. And then Vedger with the 119 and Sec, whatever that is. The earlier Sony get their PS5 exclusives out to the market, the earlier those games will be included into PS5 bundles, which in return will raise the game attach ratio and gives consumer more for their bucks. Yeah, and that's until they announce their new online streaming service where games will be day and date. But shout out to Rob randomly with the $4.99. I ain't hitting that like button like a true fuck nigga. So here is $5. I hope posts break all you fuck niggas there today. Shout out Rob. I'm robbing everybody today. I'm robbing Rob for Rob's sake. We randomly robbing. Shout out to Rickett Bunnett Brown with the $2. Damn, and y'all clown post sources. Shout out Ricky Bobby. Shout out to Ricky Bobby.
At least these sources coming from a real person and not a GitHub leak.
Look, in case of the superior architect, I don't know if it's superior, but I can't understand why developers are praising it. I went back and watched the deep dives on the custom tech and the custom things that they're doing with the SSD. 4 lanes, 12 channels, 4 lanes of PCI 4.0. That is crazy amazing. I understand why they're getting that type of speed and able to push that type of data through. Whenever you get systems like this and it's custom, developers pretty much gravitate towards that. They don't want a standard PC to build for. If that's the case, they do it. They got access to those. They want custom hardware and custom technologies that push the gaming industry forward. And it's like Sony is doing that with the way they got their SSD set up. So next slide.
Yeah, the next slide. It's really, we could talk about the spirit architecture and we could talk about power all day. But Z, what does it always come down to with the damn console?
The games.
It comes down to the goddamn games and the game developers and talent. And as we see here, we actually have a game developer speaking up about the PlayStation 5 and talking about what Postum just said. If you want to play that video.
Yep, play it.
It goes against some of the tsunami things too.
He's an engine designer. He used to design engines for EA. He also worked on the Frost. He also worked on the Frostbite engine.
Yeah, he's reputable. Yeah, he's reputable.
Okay. I don't know who he is, but okay. I'm playing him now.
Frustrating things that developers and engineers have to deal with. It's this whole backwards compatibility thing, because obviously when you do research and you discover ways to drastically improve existing technologies, you want to adopt that as soon as possible and just basically move the world forward. But instead of doing that, you have to make sure that you're backwards compatible. You have to make sure that everything that used to work still works. And there are certain companies that are excellent at maintaining backwards compatibility and certain companies that might not be as good. And I just wanted to share that, like, this is frustrating, and it honestly makes everything, I would say, like, twice as hard, because they can't focus on this new exciting technology that they can just use. They have to make sure that they make it work in a way with the old stuff. And on one hand, obviously, I feel like that is holding them back, maybe not in final result, but definitely in development time and where they actually need to spend that time. But it's unfortunately necessary to make sure that players can play older titles. So
running PS4 and PS4.
So what is he talking about? Hello.
Yeah, he's basically
compatibility.
Saying
that's
that,
more so a shot at Sony than Microsoft.
No, he's basically saying with this whole backwards compatibility stuff, it's more effort. With them focusing on backwards compatibility, and they really want to focus on the new stuff and the new items, because you kind of split the teams into two. Half of them got to focus on all the old shit, and the other one got to focus on the new shit. They're more excited about the new stuff and the new technologies that they can go forward, that they will be able to make money going forward versus this stuff in the past. So
let me break it down. Basically, what he said is that this is what he said. He is saying that developers want to move forward with new technology and move forward with the world, but they just can't do it because they have to focus on making sure old content works on the newer system. Now we know on Microsoft perspective,
Xbox games.
On Microsoft perspective, they handle all that. The developers don't have to do that. Third party or first party developers don't have to focus on that. Microsoft does that for the developers. So as far as the Series X, they can move forward with that technology because Microsoft taking care of it. Sony is putting onus on the third party developers to do it themselves.
Because Sony wants to move forward, and then Sony is like, look, if you want these old fucking games, Sony said, look, if you want these old fucking games, you gotta submit that shit by June because we moving forward. We focus on new shit.
Well, how you going? We finna move forward, but y'all behind us that we work with?
No, Sony already got over 4,000 games post. That's backwards compatibility. Microsoft only has like 1,000 games.
Stop lying, Kratos. Y'all ain't got no 4,000 games.
So they didn't say Mark Cerny. And all of them didn't say that during his deep dive. Come on, like, what are we doing?
See, is that they got to go through 4,000 games, and most
they already said they did it. They did it already. It's 4 weeks.
No, they didn't. Majority of the 4,000 games is third party, and then Sony just came out and told third party, "Look, y'all got to have y'all shit right by July 13, because everything after that gonna have to be
the PlayStation 5 gonna have over 4,000 PS4 games available."
And then only 100 of the PS4 games are gonna use boost mode. The other
100, the top 100 games that gamers
4,900 ain't gonna be able to use none of that shit. No boost mode, no upper res, or none of that.
Because they
condoning this shit.
Like, listen.
You condoning this shit, brother?
This whole generation, Xbox has been focusing on 360 games, old ass games, because they don't have any good current gen games. Versus Sony got the opposite. They got the opposite problem. They got a bunch of new Game of the Year winners and contenders.
And
What Xbox One game do you want remastered?
This what makes Z Point even stronger on the fact that as far as the content that's coming in the first year, you're telling third-party developers, instead of putting all of your resources on next-gen content, which you promote for your first-party studios, but to take some of your resources and dedicate to making sure PS4 games run on PS5. Fuck, nigga, how does that sound? Because if it was the other way around, nigga, you would be using this to down Xbox right now. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You're sitting up here on one hand promoting Sony for moving forward next gen and only making games possible on PS5, but on the other hand, respecting the fact that they're forcing third party to take resources away from games that can only work on the PS5 for the PS4 games to work on the PS5. If that's what we doing today, Kratos, if that's what we doing.
Oh, I think he passed out.
Yeah, I think he cut out. But Post, if you want to scroll way up to Victor Allison with the 2.
Okay. He ran. He know I had him. He ran. I've been burning his legs the whole show. Okay, Victor Allen. Let me see here. That's Ricky Brown. Damn, I missed a lot. Okay, Victor Allen. Einstein with the $2. Where's Black Baron had a take on this yesterday? Where's Black Baron? He had a take on this yesterday. I ain't seen Black Baron in a minute. Shout out to Ricky Brown with the $2. Sounds like another whispering fuck nigga to me. And what we got here? Shout out to Ricky Brown with the $5. I guess it's easy to move forward, leaving all those games behind. Basically, step and keep it G. $4.99. I seen a clip of Z fighting over a size of 6.5 shoe with a 9-year-old doing the riots. Jesus! And shout out to Demigod Kwame, the $4.99. A week ago, BC was one of J-Dub's biggest selling point for current PS4 users. Now he all about moving forward. And shout out to Rob, who robbed everybody randomly with the $1.99. Post just broke his legs. Fuck nigga quiet now. Ricky Brown with the $2. He can't run. His legs are broken. And Victor Allenstein with the $2. Send Jay to the Coon and Map room for timeout. And Raymond Thornton with the $10. Good job repping Xbox. Oh, no doubt, man.
So basically what you're saying is what Sony's saying. All right, because what Microsoft is saying that their old games will receive a boost, or like, you know, higher frames, or even adding HDR.
Yeah, automatically. The BC is built into the hardware, so when you play old games, they take advantage of the SSD, the CPU, and the GPU. So the resolution gonna double in the frame rate.
Y'all better be lucky my mic died on me.
That's running 30 will run 60, and anything that's running 60 can possibly run 120.
Okay, let me ask you this, right? We're about to spend five.
I'm answering Z question. That's on the Series X. Z, go finish answering your question.
I've been a little out of the loop. So, as far as you said, Sony gives the developers of what
Sony is they make it third party do the backwards compatibility. They leave it up to third party.
Because a lot of third party is going to be like, look, we want to focus on the next Gran Turismo 6 or some other game. They are not going to want to focus on the game that they dropped in 2013. No, let me finish. You had your chance. Let me finish. So Sony said they already did their calculations. They already got with the studios. They're going to have over 4,000. Listen. Let me. Over 4,000. Now, this is not me. This is Sony saying this. They're going to have over 4,000 PS4 games that's backwards compatible. That's more than what Xbox have. That's more. We got the links. We got the videos. We got everything. I'm sure. I'm going to finish it. Hold on. Let me finish.
Third party want to move on to next gen. They might not even want to deal with me.
Let me finish. Listen.
Come on now, Kratos.
Let me finish. When you got studios like Ubisoft dropping 10 goddamn games a year, do you think Ubisoft is going to want to go and redo all 20?
That's from
Sony. Go back and do your deep dive. Go to the GitHub leaks post. Let me finish. Right? So they have more games than Xbox going to have backwards compatible. That's just a fact. So get over it. Here's the thing. Microsoft don't have any games Period. This generation, they don't have any games, so
Kratos,
they have no choice but to focus on Xbox 360 games. To run, and let me finish. They Microsoft has no choice but to focus on Xbox 360 games.
You dipped off to get your thoughts together, and now you want to come back lying.
No, listen.
The real truth of the matter
They only have games. They got game of the year winners and contenders. Look, Z, what Xbox One game do you want to play on your X Series X?
Now look,
Z, answer that. Hold on. Z, answer that question. What Xbox One game from this generation that you want to play on the Xbox Series X? Do you want to play State of Decay 2, Crackdown 3? Do you want to play those on your 12T5 system?
Look.
Exactly. That's my point.
I'm explaining it to you.
That's my point.
The Series X.
That's my point.
Backwards compatibility is built into the hardware.
They say the same thing with the X Series X.
No, they didn't. So this is what the Series X is built into the hardware.
The X Series X is nothing but a Xbox One X2. That's all it is.
Because Z don't know this. He hasn't been in the loop. Microsoft is saying it is built into the hardware.
I get that.
So basically, all backwards compatibility games will get full access to the CPU, GPU, and the SSD, meaning that they can double in resolutions to 4K. Anything that's running 30 frames will run 60, and anything that's running 60 can double to 120, possibly.
So Crackdown 3 is going to run at 120 frames. Is that going to make you go back and play that game?
Sony is saying, look, we're going to give our players access to 4,000 backwards compatible games, but only 100 of those games will be boosted using the PlayStation 5 hardware. Not all 4,000. Only
initially, they say that's at launch.
Only 100 of the biggest. But Kratos is saying 4,000 backwards compatibility games.
That's true. That's true. Yes.
On one hand, and yet on the other hand, he's saying companies like Ubisoft, who put out 10 games a year, is not going to want to go back and make sure their PS4 games is compatible with PS5. And if that's the case, and other third-party developers feel like that, then where you get that 4,000 from? When that
check the link, Z. I sent you the link.
I get the bills first. Get the bills on.
Yeah, but let me just ask Post Up right before I get the bills. Post Up, do you believe there will be 4,000 games?
No.
Okay. Now let me get the bills. Teddy Graham with the $1. Shout out to him. He just wanted to donate $1. Infamous Liberal Gamer, our sponsor for the NBA tournament coming up. Shout out to him. Post, make it simple for him. Make a bet with J-Dubs. If Sony truly has 4,000 backwards compatible games at launch, I buy his PlayStation 5. If they do not have that, he buys you a Series X.
I can get with that.
I ain't buying no shit.
I want the timestamp right here. Somebody
I posted the link. Z, check the best damn DM. Post the link, and there's your answer right there. So
we got some more bills here.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. I just wanted to write down that in the chat so we can find this later. Alrighty. Harry, I need your help here with this. See? With the $2, this grocery store J-Dub is always lying.
Jesus! I don't want titties. No.
Jason Lewis with the $2. Definition of the Mandela effect is Xbox has games.
Facts.
You're crazy with the $5. When Halo Infinite, come on, my game. When Halo Infinite comes out, you bots are going to play it, not Halo 1 or 2 or 3. Quit hyping backwards compatibility. It's a cool feature to have. That's it.
Exactly. But when they don't have any games, they got nothing to depend on but the backwards compatibility. Motherfuckers are still playing Halo Master Chief Collection.
When Halo Infinite comes
later.
I'd rather play the MC over Halo 5.
And that's a shame. And Nethos, that's part of the problem, Nethos. That's part of the problem. Xbox guys would rather play Xbox 360 games than the Xbox One games. That's the problem.
That's not the problem. The problem. Let me tell you something, Kratos. With your compulsive line.
No, I'm telling you, that's the problem.
The issue is that people going to play what they want. They're going to play new games.
Post.
I have a library of old games that my kids play all the time.
Why did you buy the X Series? Why did you buy the Xbox One X then?
I brought the X1X because it was powerful and it boosted my library that I already had, brother.
Your Xbox 360 library?
It boosted all the games.
That's very telling. That's very telling. That's the reason why y'all don't get sequels to games.
Now you putting words in my mouth.
This is why Capcom say y'all only buy 6% of y'all games. Because y'all focus
what are you
on
talking
the 360 era
6%?
instead of the Xbox One era.
This nigga making up numbers. Get the fuck out of here.
Capcom said that. Am I lying, Nethos? Didn't Capcom say Xbox guys only buy 6% of the titles?
Of their titles?
6%. Listen, Nethos, am I lying? Am I lying?
He's not lying.
Of their titles?
I'm not lying.
Of their titles? 6% of their titles?
That's what I thought.
6% of their titles, not all titles. Fuck nigga, that doesn't make
This
sense.
is why you only
We're
have
not buying Resident Evil.
That
We're not buying
doesn't.
you're not buying none of the new games. Come on.
You got some super chats in.
Okay. So there you go, right there again, contradicting yourself.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. We got super chats. Stir crazy with the $5. Bot's been capping for backwards compatible games this gen because they had no games this gen.
Exactly.
This no game shit is old and dead. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
On the way. You're right. Top dog with the $5. Question.
You know what?
Why does Microsoft
with an Indian flute, fuck nigga?
Oh shit. Question. Why does Microsoft want to waste time and resources upgrading all those Xbox One games that we didn't play, and it's not going to be automatic post? They will need a patch.
Top dog, dumbass, they got a backwards compatibility team that do that. They first party deals don't focus on that. What are you talking about? That's what I'm saying. When y'all don't know y'all shit.
Microsoft allocate resources to dumb shit instead of making them.
Microsoft
on a brand new AAA IP. Focusing on Xbox 360 games.
Microsoft took the technology they learned with making 360 Xbox One games and Xbox One games back BC on the One X. They took that technology and built it into the hardware. That's what y'all don't do no read, man. They have a whole BC team. They first party developers.
I will say this though.
Don't worry about backwards compatibility. The backwards compat team.
I will say this, but then we're gonna move to the next topic. I will say this though, right? Maybe it'll come in I got you, dog. It'll come in handy, really, if shit start off slow. You know what I mean? And motherfuckers ain't got shit to play. Like if they finally put Destiny 2 up to 60 goddamn frames, or whatever the fuck the case may be. But me, like traditionally, you know, when new shit come out, I'm more into the new. I'm not really looking to play anything, you mean old or whatever the case may be. But if there's a low between us getting new, because there's always a low, especially when new shit come out, you always have that low. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. So. But again, for those that are into, I would rather have it than need it than not have it. You know what I mean? And so it is what it is. You know what I mean? But I ain't tripping either way though.
2K20 game for a tournament and what are you talking about? You don't play all games and shit. And then here go Kratos. Kratos sitting up here talking about backwards compatibility, but then turn around and complain why Xbox players ain't purchasing Resident Evil remakes. Fuck out of here.
We got two bills.
A whole show.
Let me pay the bill.
Hollow Monko. Shout out to Hollow Monko.
We got Hollow Monko with the 50 seat. I'd rather listen and trust the two whispering geniuses and code programmers than yelling line motherfuckers who has the local radio tech guy as a source. That's
and another one. My man Mac.
Yeah, we got Mac City Entertainment with
my man Mac.
Resident Evil trash. A lot of Capcom games suck. Hey,
and that's why Dead Rising bombed out.
Yeah. I'm not really with that Dead Rising.
Dead Rising bombed out being exclusive to Xbox.
But
Kratos complaining
exactly because they don't buy games. Virgil with 119 seats. BC is a short-term secondary feature, not a long-term secondary feature, or even a short-term primary feature for sure, not a long-term primary feature as on Xbox. What? If that's the case, you have a problem, and that's true.
All I heard was feature.
We're 7 years into this generation, and Xbox is still focusing on Xbox 360 games. That's a fucking problem.
Man, look, all I heard was feature of a feature.
No.
And if that's the case, you have a problem. Fuck out of here. Look, we're not saying that BC is a primary feature. We're saying that it's nothing wrong with MS allowing your generations of catalog to follow you with your new hardware.
But it does it on both.
Hold on. Whether
Why
you
is it such a
choose
big
to
focus on Xbox?
whether you choose to play those games and access them, that's up to the player. I leave that up to the player.
Let me ask you this, Post. Let me ask you this. This generation, and I'm just going to throw this out here. This generation, Microsoft had backwards compatibility. Sony didn't have backwards compatibility, and yet Sony outsold Xbox 20-1. So you telling me let's repeat that same cycle and focus on the Xbox 360 games again?
Kratos, first of all, you're lying, brother. It's just like with the One X. Y'all always saying you had the most powerful console and you still lost, but we didn't have the most powerful console at the beginning of the generation. Just like we didn't we didn't have PC at the beginning of this generation. Come on now, Kratos. You're not slick, bro. You're not. Look, I am not sued. I am not sued. Let's get this straight. I am not sued.
Xbox did worse from 2017 on to the end than they did in the beginning without that shit. So that's very telling.
Let me tell you something. I am not sued.
Listen, Microsoft had a better running in competition with PlayStation and Nintendo in the first 3 years without backwards compatibility than they had once they the X.
What does that I'm not even going to have this conversation because you're trying to switch it to a narrative.
Compatibility and power, y'all did worse with more power and backwards compatibility than y'all did without it.
I'm not going to have this conversation with you because
we need fucking Donnie D.
You're trying to
be if you want old ass games, we got a fucking console for you.
You're switching the narrative to something that fits your argument. I'm not fuck nigga. I'm not falling for fuck nigga. The simple fact is, BC in the most powerful system did not come out at the beginning of the generation. Fuck nigga.
I hope we get the bills. We get the bills.
How about we pop this? Pay the bills and Post. You need to fix your mic real quick.
All right.
But,
infamous liberal gamer with the $5. Post, make sure you get a confirmation on air if he wants that bet.
He ain't gonna do it.
706 gamer. We got Noah with the Nathaniel.
Hey, no, we need that. We need that chart. No, if I get the infamous.
Wait. Hold on. Listen to this bill.
Hey, he said just hit the lotto for 10 million, showing love.
$2.
This motherfucker just hit the lotto and he said it's $2.
Yeah, janky as hell.
$2.
Yeah. We got Max City Entertainment. Hey, that's Nathaniel. We got Max City Entertainment with the $5. PlayStation fanboys been asking for PS1, PS2, PS3 backwards compatibility for years. But we got that on Xbox for free, no charge. Sony charge for PlayStation now. Listen, fine. Let's say you right? How in the hell did that lead to any game sales or any console sales for Xbox? That's a losing situation, brother. Focus on the new and not the old. Y'all about to drop $600 on the X Series X to play 360 games with 120 frames. Fuck out of here.
See, Kratos, that's your problem, and that's the narrative you like to create. You're saying the sole point of people buying the Series X is to play old games, and that's not the point. The sole people buying the Series X is to have access to next generation games along with their catalog of games that they have purchased. Why would I invest in a system that is going to drop the hundreds and thousands of dollars that I spent on content that can't carry over? That's a waste of money, bro. And I'm not. Look, hold on, no. And in today's technology, look, and with the advancement of today's technology, there's no reason why I need to have a Series X. And the Xbox One X connected to my TV at the same time, just in case if I want to go back and play those games. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense.
Listen, Phil is about to sell us the most optional console ever in history. It's the most optional because if you got a PC, you already got your library. If you got an Xbox One X, you already got your library and you already got the games. You got Xbox One. The Xbox Series X is the most optional fucking console ever. Everybody and their mama gotta go buy a fucking PlayStation 5 if they want to play Horizon Zero Dawn 2, or if they want to play Gran Turismo 7, or if they want to play fucking Uncharted 5. And that's a problem, and you don't see it. You coming and calling
Look, let me tell you something.
and you don't see this problem about to jab you in your face.
Man, get your trader when it fits my narrative ass out of here, boy. Like I said, I'm not Sue. You cannot be on one hand on Twitter, champion PC, champion PC. You even retweeted hold on. You even retweeted Hip Hop Gamers video when he said that Sony had a revolutionary PC system. And you went out there on Twitter championing that shit, and now you only speaking against the same thing. You know what?
This is why Nintendo is
get the bill. I get the bill to the next topic. What we got here?
Go ahead, pay the bill.
Yeah, fine. Victor Alston with the $2. Bring Black Baron. We need a Switch perspective. I think we're good for now. But right before the next topic, I just want to hear this live on air. Now, J-Dub, do you agree to the bet that if there is 4,000 games at launch backwards compatible for the PlayStation 5, that you will receive?
I didn't wait. Listen, if you remove the at launch, because I didn't say at launch, I said they're going to have 4,000 games plus games. I sent Z the link. We got it. It came directly from Sony and what they were going to do. 4,000 plus games backwards compatible will happen on the PS5.
But Kratos, you just
that all day, every day. So
okay, Kratos, can I ask you a question? Is those all 4,000 games first party?
Who cares? They're
No. I care because it fits my narrative. Because you just said third party, right? Because you just said third party and want to go back and make back. You just built your argument, brother. You just go to the next topic. Go to the next topic.
Which console will win? PS5 or X Series X?
Well, that's great. It relates to the next topic. Now, if you play our grocery store of the day, it's the Intramedia Circle. Speaking about games, go ahead.
Them poster boys, by the way. Them poster boys.
Did you see it?
What y'all talking about? The Last of Us?
Yeah, it just came out today.
Yeah, I saw that little 15-minute demo. I saw it. I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Like, I don't like. I mean, I know people is going to tune into this podcast, going to be like, "Oh man, here go y'all Xbox again, trashing a PlayStation game." Like me personally, like I saw it. Like I don't like what like.
I'm not.
I mean, like. All right, I see. Look, I'm coming off of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, right, where that game was damn near perfect. I'm coming off of Gears of War 5, which was perfect, and to me, Assassin's Creed Odyssey was better than Gears of War 5. This is my personal opinion. Okay. Right? So I don't like I don't jump when I see Ghost of Tsushima. Everybody like I don't like we riding a horse and shooting an arrow again. We did that in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, only better. Like I've been telling folks for months that Assassin's Creed Odyssey, like I didn't think it was possible for Ubisoft to make Assassin's Creed hot again, but they did it. That Assassin's Creed Odyssey was probably the best game I played this generation. Better than any PlayStation 4 exclusive, and I ain't played none of them shits. And almost
he ain't played none of them shits?
Xbox exclusive. Now I know a lot of folks are gonna have heat for that. I'm not saying what I got out of the game because I could.
That nigga just is better than any PlayStation, but I ain't played none of them shits. The fuck? Yeah, buddy. Oh, I got you right now. That nigga tripping.
Wait, hold on. I did make a mistake. Hold on. There is another part to this video, so I just put it in the Best Damn Podcast DM for you.
Yeah, that nigga tripping. He ain't played with them shits, but it's what the fuck? That nigga tripping.
Hey.
Yeah, if you go to Twitter, whatever, you can bring up the other clip.
This is what you get when you inside of them Xbox only podcasts, man.
Yeah, that nigga tripping in. Hold on. You said you put it where?
Bdpp.
Let me play this right here. Man, Bdpp. Let me go Bdpp.
You play?
Yeah,
I saw some of it.
Why they did the
and what I saw was I wasn't impressed. I mean, what can you say? I mean, it wasn't that impressive to me graphically anyway. The only part that I did see was the girl was behind an ambulance with grass. And I guess I'm hearing all this talk. I'm over here thinking that it's the guy that's talking, but it's actually her talking to something. I don't know who the heck they talking to. But to me, it was just blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Other Zink, what's going on, my brother?
Hey, that's crazy.
They doing too much, man.
In the building. But yeah,
they forcing themselves.
What do you think
to,
about
to
you just
like these Bird Box Xbox guys, bro?
State of Play Last of Us, right?
Yeah, I just finished watching
100
it live. I watched it in 4K.
Okay.
30 frames per second.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
On the big giant IGN.
On IGN. Okay.
Watched it and
give your honest opinion, my brother. No hating, just do you.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. The cutscenes look good and everything. When that shit go to motherfucker.
Yo, honey, we lost connection with you, bro. Oh man,
that nigga tripping. He done pulled his own mic.
I like how they cut out.
Yeah, we lost. We lost connection with Hunter.
Nah, he fainted watching that shit.
Now.
He couldn't even.
That nigga passed out in 4K on a giant IGN. I'll tell you right. That nigga went straight out. Woo! That nigga went straight out, man. Man, he went straight out, man. I should say when capping and cooning goes wrong, man. Capping and goddamn cooning goes wrong, man.
But at the end of the day, man, listen, it's about the games. We've already said that it's about the games. No backwards compatibility, no feature, none of that shit will replace the games. And we've seen that this generation. For 7 years, we've seen that. We've seen after 2017 the X Series X come out and not win a single MPD and not really even sell much. We've seen it. None of that stuff pushed the needle. When the Xbox One S came out with the 4K Blu-ray player in it, we see it still didn't push the needle because it's about the games. Now, here's the thing about it. Once Microsoft start coming out with games that people care about, we will see that needle change. We will see it move forward. But if this is going to be the main bread and butter again, it's just to enhance games that you didn't play anyway, games that you didn't care about anyway, I see this generation going the exact same way next generation. And I don't want that. I want Microsoft to be competitive. And I want them to fucking hit Sony in the jaw and to give us some great ass games.
We got two bills here. My man Ryan Lane.
Yeah, Ryan Landis with the $2. Backwards compatibility is a great feature. Backwards compatibility as a focus is a disaster. Xbox.
I agree with you.
And Max City with the 5. Jada,
bro,
my library goes with me into the future for $500 while I can pay for remasters on the PS5. Why is Sony not pushing gaming forward?
So let me speak on that. Final Fantasy VII Remake, right? It's a remaster, remake, whatever you want to call it. Let's think about that. That one NPD, that shit broke records. And yet this guy is sitting here telling me, shout out to my brother Max Entertainment, is telling me, well, I want to play the 360 games going forward, and Sony is making me pay for remaster. But have you played Final Fantasy VII Remake, man? You will understand why it's worth you spending that money to do that. Now, I get it, right? It's a great feature to have, but if this is your main selling feature and your main component again, bro, you finna lose. You're setting yourself up to lose again.
Listen, I mean, I guess taking your library with you was dope shit. Like, especially if it's digitally, I'm all about that.
Mm-hmm. Who knows? I might want to play State of Decay or Sea of Thieves.
Nah, I don't give a fuck about it.
120
I don't
frames,
give a fuck about
maybe
the first
8K.
part.
I might want to try. ZZ, you may want to try. You may want to try Fight Night with 120 frames.
Yeah, I'm gonna be more for the multi-plats. If anything,
Right.
I'm not really with.
But will you go out and spend $600 for that?
Oh no,
Now what?
I'm for the new shit. I'm all about the new shit. But I'm just saying, taking my stuff with me digitally. You know, 'cause I'm more or less digital now. I'm all about that. And I think that's dope. But here's the thing. I hope they I hope that they This is a good thing. You know what I mean, they just didn't have any goddamn great first part. I hope that Microsoft corrects me just being a gamer. I hope they correct that going forward. And I told you before, I want Microsoft to come out that bitch, poach Sony and the motherfucking out, boom. Sony get them on the ground, break they motherfuckers again. Because if they're battling, going before lobbying for everybody win, man. You know what I mean? I hope they got their shit together.
Now watch.
I mean,
watch this, Jen. Kratos retweet every Digital Foundry video that talks about backwards compatibility games running on the PS5 and how they look. Watch.
Well, of course I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it just to fuck with you.
No. Don't try to make that excuse now.
But when you listen, when you see me streaming, it's always new games. It's never not any old ass fucking games.
Yeah, like Animal Crossing and Minecraft Dungeon.
All new games. All new games. Those are new games. Those aren't fucking old ass games. And here's the thing about it, right? Backwards compatibility is a great feature, but you can never let that supersede your new IP, and that's what Microsoft did this generation. Their backwards compatibility superseded their new IP.
So you and Mouse don't be playing Destiny 2 on Stadia?
Those are new games. Those are not last generation games. Last generation games. When did those games launch? When did Destiny 2 come out? It came out this gen.
Is the game old?
When did Destiny 2 come out? What year did Destiny 2 come out? Thank you. We talking about motherfuckers playing Halo Master Chief Collection.
Y'all don't even know what I meant by
1,
that.
2, and 3. You still playing that because you don't have any new current games come out that's worth the damn.
Y'all don't even know what I meant by that Minecraft Dungeon and that
that's a new game, bro.
The Animal Cross. I wasn't saying that to reference it being a new game. I was saying it for something else.
Listen, ain't no shame in my game. Y'all know I play fucking games on every platform. Yeah, I play Animal Crossing. I stream. You was with me, fuck nigga. We was all playing fucking Minecraft Dungeon.
Don't lose me in there.
Me, Nethos, and every school.
I want with
Joseph was the only one playing Halo 2.
Halo ODST.
I've been boosting my NBA 2K player. You sit up here and talk about PFTs. You sit up here and talk about PFTs and all these other games. You sit up here and talk about
2K17.
You know the point I'm trying to make. You sit up here talking about CFDs and State of Decay, and yet turn around and play Animal Crossing and Minecraft. No, I'm talking about the quality. I'm talking about the quality.
Let's pay these bills here, right? Hold up.
Yeah, let me put it in.
If you want to get Ghost New Orleans.
Yeah. Oh, we know got one before him. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we got Keontae. Ghost. We got one before him.
Yeah, I see him. No. Keontae Harris.
We already got that one. Yeah, we already got that one.
Let's start with Ghost. This is hyping up. He said hyping up games that didn't get a sequel. Casual sales. My brother Mac City Entertainment. Sorry, not a Final Fantasy IP fan. AP the shooter. Whoa, that pup is these niggas. Knackers, the type of fuck niggas that say, hold up, Empire was better than Power. Jesse Smollett as Knackers. What are we doing here? Keontae Harris, y'all hit Smooth up and tell him to stop tap dancing on Twitter. Then brother be on his own thing right there. And my man Stir Crazy, Xbox bought 3 different consoles this gen. Don't say nothing about buying remastered games, and y'all about to buy another console for $500 for the same games you can play on your One X. Jesus.
Exactly.
Nigga, y'all brought to
spend another $600 to play the same goddamn games you done paid.
Y'all brought a PS4,
5 console.
Y'all brought a PS4, a PS4 Slim, and the PS4 Pro, and then y'all went out and brought all the limited edition PS4
the
Pro.
Slim replaced the OG one. So stop
How
it.
many limited edition PS4
You know what?
Pros?
We got to this on
I
Twitch.
ain't got none.
We gonna take this argument on Twitch.
Limited edition PS4 Pros you got?
But listen, with that being said, look, check it out, right? You set out.
Multiple controllers, and you got 50 million of them bitches in the crib.
Again, a huge shout out to my man, Infamous Liberal Gamer, the official sponsor of the Broadband Bullies and the tournaments and everything. We doing the 2K tournament June 6th, June 6th at 8:30 p.m. for $1,000. She's sponsoring that, and also we're giving away 3 consoles, next generation consoles. On this channel, also again sponsored by my man, Infamous Liberal Gamer. To be entered that, most of you guys are subscribed. Subscribe here. Subscribe to my Twitch. Follow both of us on Twitter. I'm about to drop the link to his Twitter. It's dropping here. I'm sorry, it's not dropping. It's been dropping in the chat. He just, I don't know if he gave away his headphones or not. I've been a lot of loot for the day. I've been dealing with the shit with my grandma. Let me see right here. Infamous Living Gamer. Right click, copy. To enter, follow both of us on Twitter. Here we go right here. Where the hell's my chat? All official, right here. And the giveaway for the consoles is going to be, I think I read that right, November 30th. We also got the gaming group, the console warlord. I believe it's multiplayer Saturdays, but we're getting the intro and everything ready for that. We have the correct information. But we have the tournament, the 2K tournament, starting January 6th. Single round unlimited. We could be whoever gets there. It'll be the best out of 3 for $1,000. We're going live on Twitch right now, where it really gets down. And that's what we're gonna be doing to expand your mind tomorrow. If those are new to my platform or whatever the case, we haven't done one in a while called Expand Your Minds, where we talk about religion, UFO, politics, all types of shit there. You know what I mean? Outside of gaming, it's called Expand Your Mind. We're gonna do that hopefully Monday. But here's the link here to the Twitch stream. We're gonna be actually up and running right now. I've been grinding. Y'all literally stream shit for 14 hours straight Friday. God damn. Trying to get this goddamn player right, man. Twitch. I hear some ringing on my ear. I know.
Yeah, how'd you get that? Shout out to the Ruham with the $49.99.
Goddamn, shout out to Ruham.
Shout out to him.
Appreciate that, bro. My brother, man. My motherfucking brother, man. Right click. That's my motherfucking bro, the Ruham. Shout out to him. I'm going live on Twitch right now. Here is the link for this right here. Motherfucking the Ruham, man. Thank you for the love, man. You got all types of emojis and all types of shit, man. Trying to get my... Oh, also, too, man, I just recently surpassed, goddamn, like my goddamn Twitch channel because surpassed my goddamn YouTube channel. Someone rated my channel on Twitch. I guess I'm still learning out the particulars. And I got near 16,000 followers now on Twitch. You know what I mean? But also, too, like I said again, if you want to support me, last thing I'm going to say here, you can subscribe to the Twitch channel. It's free. If you have Amazon Prime, here's the link right there. Not like $3 or something. And with that, you get into the private discourse and gaming and all that extra shit, man, that come along with that. They had a pay-per-view yesterday. We do all the pay-per-view fights for free also, with that there. But here's the link for that. I'm going live right now on Twitch. Come through and rock out with your boy, man. All right.
We'll come to y'all later.
Yeah, stay safe. Come on over. We're going over right now. Come on over. I have another one, so let my dogs out, man. I ain't played shit else. I ain't played fucking. I like that goddamn game, Generation Zero. Look at my fucking thumbs. I got blisters on my thumb trying to get this goddamn player right. For this tournament, man. I'm dropping a link right here. Hold on 1 second.
See, I don't know a goddamn thing about basketball. It still shows, and I have not been able to stop playing this game.
I told you. I'm new to my player. I've always done online rank matches. Bro, they got a whole new. I'm thinking about changing my shit. I'll probably make a new channel. They have a 2K community. I'm gonna sit back looking at everybody how to grind back. Like, this shit is crazy to me. Like, I will always do online fucking like you pick your team, but I get Milwaukee. Yeah, that's all I've ever did. I've never.
My players has always been there.
Yeah, bro, I done spent about $300 on this goddamn character. Literally, they've been. One thing I got to complain for. 2 things for 2K. I'm saying shut that up. Get them going on Twitch. Is the engine? I think they use Hoop Engines 3, whatever. It's the loading. Like it's like it don't look like there's a lot going on. Like the loading is ridiculous. You know what I mean? The servers is trash, and they goddamn nickel and dime you for every goddamn thing in fucking 2K. Like it's horrible. They literally nickel and dime you. You know what I mean, for everything. But I'm going live on Twitch right now.
I ain't never seen no UFO.
Oh, I did.
Z has
though. I did.
They pulled up to the hood on this.
Did a drive-by. Didn't the government just say that it was real? We're going to talk about that tomorrow, too. We never get to the government came out and yelled that was crazy.
Somebody just asked that in the chat. So we'll be join into Explain Your Mind tomorrow because we're getting into tomorrow.
Yeah,
too.
The government just came out and said it was real. You know what I mean? Come on, bro.
Yeah, but if you actually head over to his Twitch channel, you'll get a little.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm going live. I'm going right now.